Welcome back to Hey Kentucky. Now joined for our weekly Thursday football preview with former Cat Austin McGinnis. Austin, the Cats lost to Georgia, kind of for the first time this year, looked to be sort of overwhelmed against the talent. Were you surprised at how Georgia was able to kind of out-physical and sort of just be better than Kentucky?
Surprised, no. I was hoping for a better performance from the Cats, but that's a good Georgia team, experienced Georgia team, and we just look outclassed. They had more talent than we did.
I think they did. I mean, if you're going to beat a team like that, you got to play perfect, and it just didn't happen. So now they've got to find a way to make sure one loss doesn't turn into two. They go to Tennessee, 6-point favorite as of now. It started at 3, so a lot of people really like the Cats. How do they match up against Tennessee?
I think we match up well against Tennessee. This is a Tennessee team that struggled this year a little bit. Bringing in Jeremy Pruitt, he was Alabama's defensive coordinator. So I think they've tightened things up a little bit defensively, but that offensive side is still really susceptible to losses in the backfield. So I expect Josh Allen to have a coming out party. He was a little slowed against Georgia, but this game he should get back on track.
Yeah, I mean, Tennessee's running attack is really terrible. They only ran for 20 yards last week against Charlotte, a team you think they would dominate. Kentucky really struggled to stop the run against Georgia. You expect that to get better this week?
I do. I think we see the Kentucky defense that we've seen for the past 7 games and not the one we saw against this Georgia team. And I also think that Terry's going to come out and play a good game. But with that being said, this is a Tennessee team that they hate Kentucky, we hate them, so it's going to be a dogfight. They're just not going to roll over. They expect to beat this Kentucky team. We've only beat Tennessee 2 times this decade, so
more than this day. You can tell Austin's young. 2 times since 1984, Austin McGinnis.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a while. Now, a lot of times Kentucky has come into this game over the years with a win that could build their season. That's the case for Tennessee here. I mean, if they win this game, they still have a shot at bowl eligibility. Like, there's a lot of things on the line for them. We're going to get their best effort. Do you think Kentucky's offense, their running attack, will get better? It's been so bad the last few weeks.
It has, and I think part of that is we don't have a speed Baxter back there. We lost Saheem King because he's redshirted, and so that was kind of like our fast, split him out, get the ball in his hands, and so maybe we see Zaire Hughes get more touches in the backfield, a little flip pass to him. But we got to have some speed back there to switch it up because AJ and Benny are close in speed, and we need someone who can change the game.
The interior of the offensive line just is not making holes between the tackles. They were so good earlier this year. What do you think has changed?
The season wears on you, and they're going to have to reshift their mind to know that there's only 3 ball games left, and how do they want to define their season? And, you know, it's going to be a dogfight in these trenches. The Tennessee team, they're going to come out with their shirts off in warm-ups in the cold weather, ready to play. And are we going to go down there and whoop them?
They do that stuff every year. I never understand. Like, put your shirts on, Tennessee. Nobody cares. Now, Terry Wilson played, I thought, really well against Georgia. He actually might have been the most consistent performer. It's clearly his team. Tennessee is susceptible to getting you to throw the ball on them. Do you think they'll find some passes?
I think they have to. We didn't have any explosive plays against Georgia, no plays over 20 yards, and we got to have some chunk plays, open up this defense, and I think we'll be able to score points against this Tennessee defense.
For Kentucky, if you win this game, you have a really good shot at 10 wins. That means a New Year's Six bowl for the first time in school history. Probably it's the best season since 1977. A lot on the line. Do you think the guys can overcome the deflation of losing last week? Are they mentally tough enough to realize what's at stake to go do it?
I do. They had that tough loss to A&M. They bounced back against Vandy. Close game at Missouri. A little slip up at Georgia, but the talent level is different between a Georgia team and this Tennessee team. So they're going to come in and they're going to know that they can beat them.
Rocky Top's a tough place to win. Do the Cats get it done?
They do get it done in a close game. The last 2 wins that Kentucky's had have been by only 3 points. So it's going to be another close game where points matter, special teams matters. We can't give up a big punt return to start the game. Silly stuff like that. We can't have mistakes. We got to eliminate those.
You know, Kentucky over the years has played in Knoxville. I've been to this game many times. There's nothing I'd rather see than a Knoxville win. Hasn't happened since '84. It's happening Saturday.